friends, we're going to have a bracelet party today. So what we're going to do is we're going to use the leftovers from the curated bead boxes for the last few months. I have my summer garden, I have Under the Sea, and I have Regal Royal. So we're going to do a bracelet party. I would like to try to get 2 bracelets out of each one of these to kind of trim back on a little bit of my leftovers. And so let's see what we can do with them. I'll be right back. Okay friends, this is what we're going to do. So I went into my summer garden and I had a lot left over. So I think we're going to try to challenge ourselves to make 3 bracelets out of each one of my leftovers. So I have my summer garden here first. I want to do this bracelet with a button clasp and leather. I'll do this bracelet with some gold beading wire and a clasp. I do have all my findings here too that we're going to be using, and we're going to do this bracelet as a memory wire bracelet. So we're going to get 3 different little varieties here for you. So let's go ahead and start with the leather one first. So let me open this up. And this is a 1mm leather, which if you guys subscribe to Curated Bead Box, most of their beads are large hole beads, so, or larger hole beads. So it's really nice because then you can use other cording and stuff like that with them instead of just, you know, regular bead stringing wire. So for our leather bracelet, sorry, I want to know how big my wrist is. First of all, my wrist is 6.5, but we're going to need room to make knots at both ends plus a loop for our button to go through. So I want to pull about this much, and I'll measure that for you. Okay, get my little tape measure here. And let's see, I have 16.5 inches right here. All right, so the first thing I want to do is I actually want to put my button on. So let's go ahead and string him on. He's just a little shank button. And for this, I'm just going to do an overhand knot. And to do that, you just grab both strands, kind of a little bit longer, not cooperating with me, and just make a knot like this. Get that big piece in there. Overhand knots are really easy. I just have one of my sides is so short that I'm having to do it a little bit differently here. I could make it longer, but I don't want to. I want to try to preserve as much as I can. I just thought it'd be so much fun. I've really had a good time going through my leftovers from Jesse James beads and seeing what I could come up with. So I thought it'd be fun. And somebody asked me too, you know, would I be doing that with any more bead boxes? And I'm like, absolutely I will, because it was really a lot of fun doing that. And a lot of times we have, you know, bead boxes with leftovers in it, and we're like, I don't know, can I really do anything with this? And, you know, maybe you can't do anything with just the little bit that you have in the one, but if you grab the other ones that you have, you might be able to do a lot more. So let's put on these really nice orange ones. We're going to do, I think, all of them. Or maybe we'll just do the 4. Okay. And you can definitely leave this little strand here. And these little orange beads are kind of really different. They're drilled differently, so they're going to kind of sit zigzaggy like that, which I thought was kind of cute. So you can leave this little piece hanging off here. That's absolutely fine. It just kind of adds to the leather part of the bracelet anyway. So let's move those off to the side. We'll want those probably for the other side too. Or maybe we should let's just do them all right here. I just want to do that. Let's just do them all right here. I could do a bracelet just of these because they're really that cute. So I'll tell you a little bit about Curated Bead Box. So Curated Bead Box is a monthly curated subscription bead box that gets sent directly to your home. It's $20 a month. You don't get charged extra for shipping. And they have a dollar bead club where you can get the extras or even other items that you see. I cut this off my box so because of the way I store it. When you get your boxes, it looks like this. Your theme will be here, and it'll give you item numbers here for some of the beads that you see, where you can go to dollarbeads.com and order more of the ones that you love. You get a lot of glass beads in this bead box, but you also do from time to time get some, full strands of gemstones, which is really nice. But I don't shy away from the glass beads. I love the glass beads. I think they're amazing. So they're a lot of fun. I don't know why I didn't have a problem with those first two, but now I'm having issues. Go figure. All right, so, and what's gonna happen in this video today is I will do most of the stringing just to show you what I'm kind of thinking as far as like a layout. And then I will finish it up and come back and I'll show you how to end it. And then that way you don't have to sit there and watch me string, however many, say it'd be like 9 bracelets, I think, is what we'd end up doing if we did 3 from each one. So it can be a lot. So we'll do that. And sometimes, you even get like bead burnout, right? Like you've looked at the same bead box for like weeks on end and you're just not seeing anything. Nothing is jumping out in front of you. If you put that bead box away for a little while but then never ever go back to it, none of these options are ever going to jump out at you. And if you're not looking at all the other ones for opportunity to go along with the ones that you're wanting to make something out of, or to not have any more of it because you're, you want to move on or whatever. It's just, I don't know. I just think it's fun to do. You can look at it again and you can get creative, add some things from your stash maybe. Let's put this big one on and let's see where we're at. Okay, we're getting close. Good deal. See if I can get a couple of these to fit. I do have the rest on standby, so if I want to like switch anything out, I can. All right, let's see. Yep. Maybe we would just do one of these little guys. All right, so let's take a peek here. So now we're gonna wanna do our loop. So all you need to do is, well, first I wanna put a knot here at the end of the beads, just so they won't travel. And I'm just doing a surgeon's knot, so it's just a regular knot, but you put your strand through the hole twice, and it makes a really nice looking knot. Okay, right there at the end of your beads. And then all you need to do is you just need to make your loop for your button. You don't want it to be too big, you don't want it to be too small. So you want to try to figure out the size you need. And I'm just going to try to do some kind of knot here where I'm wrapping, loosely wrapping around my little loop here and just kind of loop it back, like stick my little end back through those couple loops. Kind of like a barrel bead in a way, but on a much smaller level. And that way we can finagle around with the size of our loop here. move it up and tighten it down. And there we go. So just like that. Now you can cut off your extra piece here. You can also add glue to this knot if you're wanting to make sure that you know, it's not gonna fall off. I'm just gonna create another little knot here. A little E6000 glue will, you know, hold it right in place for you in case you're worried about the integrity of your knot. I don't know what I did there. Let me fix that. Okay, so since this one was pretty quick, just a string, we are going to finish it up. As soon as I get my knot squared away here. There we go. And I am actually going to go ahead and cut this off. Now you can leave it on and maybe hang something from it if you want, but I'm just gonna make it shorter. And there we go. Actually, I'm gonna cut it off all the way because then I will glue that knot. And let's cut this one off while we're at it to make it nice and neat. Okay, and there is our cute little leather beaded bracelet. All right, hold on 1 second. I'll have the next one ready. For this one, excuse me, we have 7 inches of soft flex garnet color beading wire in medium. So we're going to use that. And we have this really cute little link that came in the box. It has a little butterfly and ladybug on it. And since it had the red and yellow, I thought I'd bring in the red and yellow. So what we're going to do is we are going to go ahead and start with this. And it's going to be on one end, and it's going to be near the clasp. So it's not going to be on top or in front, but you know as well as I do, bracelets tend to move around and everything. So we're not going to do it that way. All right, so we're going to do our bead tube. Just going to feed that wire directly through both sides of the wire. I'm sorry, directly through that bead tube. Hooked right onto our link, no jump ring needed. And you're going to leave just a little loop like that. And then we'll come in with our crimping pliers. Crimp that down. Like that. Whoops, I almost dropped them on the floor. And now we have our nice little crimp and our cute little link there. All right, so let's go ahead and I would like to start with these really big, pretty yellow ones. So let's do like an asymmetrical. There's 3, 4, and 5. Let's see what 5 gets us. Not quite halfway. So 6, maybe 7 of them. One second, let me grab something. I want to grab, I've got some wavy spacers here. I think I would like to put between the 2 colors. So let's do one facing the yellow and one facing the red. Okay, like that. And then let's throw on some red. And since this one's just a real simple stringing one, I won't pause it for this one. We'll just finish it out real quick here because it won't take us long at all. Okay, just probably one more. Maybe one. Yeah. And then we're going to actually just put our lobster clasps right on our wire, just like that. And then let's fold over our bead stringing wire. Let's put it through our crimp tube. I didn't leave myself a lot because I wanted to use this scrap and I know I could make it work. I just knew I could make it work, you guys. All right, so now we're going to crimp this one. I'm gonna slide it up a little bit to give my beads a little bit of room to move. When you use chunkier beads, they need a little bit more room to move. Otherwise they end up being just really super stiff. Okay, just like that. And then we have our little jump ring. So let's open up our jump ring. I think I want to actually use 2 jump rings on this one, because that way you can make it tighter or looser, and it kind of acts like a little mini extender without being an extender. All right, and here is bracelet number 2. Turn those beads there. That turned out really cute. I like that one. Look how pretty that is. All right, guys, I'm gonna clean this up and I'll be right back. Okay, guys, for this one, we're doing a memory wire bracelet. So this one definitely will end up pausing so I can string more on without you having to watch the whole thing. But I just have what's left over of my gold that I used from Curated Bead Box, and it's two full ones and 2 half ones here. So we're not going to trim this down at all. We're just going to bead it just like it is. I have 2 of the head pins that came with that box as well, and I have the rest of the box on standby in case we need more beads. So using your round nose pliers, we're just going to turn that loop all the way past your wire, and then you can use your chain nose pliers to straighten it out and just make it like a closed loop there. And that way you don't have anything sliding off or getting stuck underneath that loop. I don't know why mine's looking all weird. I don't think I turned it right. Let's see if I can fix that. There we go. There, now it's like pointing the right direction. There, now we have like an ending to it. So we're going to just have fun and start beading. I don't know if these yellow ones, oh yeah, the peanuts work. So I do want to use some of these to start. This one's going to be all pink and yellow. So it looks like we've got like 4 of those on there. And then let's do a couple of these crackle pink and gold painted ones, like 3 of those. And then let's take these big crackle beads. But first, before we do that, let me get out some more of my little wavy spacers here. And we're going to put that on. Do our big crackle bead. Do 3 of these. And another of the wavy spacer. Just like that. And then let's go back with our pink and gold. 3 of those. And 4 yellow peanut beads. Whoop. Come on back here. Okay, now that we have like a little bit of a pattern established, I'm gonna go ahead and pause it and do a lot of the stringing off camera, and then I'll be back and we'll finish this off together. Right back. Okay guys, we're nearing the end here, so I'm bringing you back and we'll finish this one up. Almost done with this one. And instead of having room for 4, we will only have room for 3 right here, but that is okay. So let's roll this back. There we go. And now we have that part done, and we can add a little dangle right here, which I normally do. I do like to add dangles to the ends of these. So let's maybe do, let's do a little pink one. And we're just gonna do a wire wrap loop and just hang it right on the end of our bracelet. Okay, like so. Let's use our bent nose pliers to hold that in place here. And then our other pliers to grab a hold of it and wrap around. Just like so. And then we can trim that off. And there's our 3 from Summer Garden. So my goal is to get this from 3 trays down to 1 is my goal. So let's take a look at this, because this one ended up being like really, if I remember correctly, it was pretty chock full of beads. Like it was a bunch of super long strands and a lot of like big bags of like the little beads. So here's this one. That one's pretty. Look how pretty that turned out with the yellow and the pink. I like that. All right, so there's our 3. And now let's kind of look at this together since we have a moment. Put those things off to the side. This is my Summer Garden, what I have left. Now, the ones that I have that are like onesies are gonna go to my bead soup. So this is how we're going to fix this. Let me grab my bead soup jar. You guys, it's like ridiculous. So I have 1 left of these and 1 left of these. They're going in my bead soup. We only have 1 like this and 1 like this. They're going in my bead soup. Okay, so let's try to get, oh, gosh, that jar is heavy. Let's try to get everything like up to like a couple rows here. And yeah, I just want to, we're gonna condense some stuff too, so it's fine. But let's go ahead and fix this so that we can just have like a couple rows. We're gonna combine a couple things. Whoops, get back in there. Okay, those can go in with these. Let's put the pink ones up here. And I usually just take like a dry erase and I will write on this instead of saving that card. That way we know what it all contains. So there's still gonna be enough in here that I'm gonna wanna keep it in one of these storage containers, okay? I'll just put those little pink ones there. And not quite enough for me to put it into its own bead soup because there's a lot in this one. So I'm gonna make sure I remember that, and when I go to create anything new, that I'm grabbing this and seeing what I can use from it. All right, so that's going back in there. Good deal. So let's put my Summer Garden aside. We will bring her out again if we need to, but here's our 3 bracelets that we got from that. I was going for a goal of 3 bracelets from each, and I think that these all turned out really cute. So let's see what we can do from the next ones. I am back with some Under the Sea. So these 2 we're gonna do on bead stringing wire. This one we're going to do on some memory wire. So let's start with our bead stringing wire ones. And I pulled together a bunch of these greens. So, and we'll add some clear crackle and a turtle with that cute toggle clasp. Okay, so let's first get our bead stringing wire. I have some right here. And let's see. This one is one of my scraps that was laying here, so I want to make sure it's long enough that we can make a bracelet out of it. It's a little sketchy. I think if I was doing like, well, no, maybe not. Let's give it a shot. We're gonna give it a try, you guys. Maybe it'll just be a smaller bracelet. All right, so let's get on our, I want to do it from the middle. Sorry, I'm so indecisive. I did bring from my stash, ew, excuse me, I'm sorry, some oval jump rings and some silver spacers. I want these 3 big ones right here in the middle. And then let's do these really cool looking, they're like almost like a little drop in a way. And then maybe add a silver spacer to them. And we'll do 3 on each side, like that. See, they're kind of cool, aren't they? Let's do 3 on this side as well. The drop in between. 2 and 3. We're gonna have 1 left over that'll probably go in my bead soup. So that's what we're doing with all of our onesies. Okay, so there's that so far. And then let's do some of these green barrel with the little silver stripe. Just throw a couple of them on here, like 3. Do a silver spacer. And then 3 on this side. Along with a silver spacer. Let's see where we're at. Okay, we still have room. So let's maybe do some of these clear ones. I think maybe we'll do like a larger jump ring. Let's see. I'm gonna put this on this end. So let's do this. Let's first get our little, maybe let's do 1 more. Sorry, so indecisive. Okay, then we'll do our crimp tube. And let's do a wire guardian on this one. Like that. Slide that crimp tube up. Oh, you know what? I almost forgot. Let's put this on real quick. This end of our toggle. And then we can crimp it. And let's bring this down, just like that. All right. And then on this side, you know what, on this side I think let's go ahead and hang our turtle. It's okay that it's not going to match all the way down. Like that's okay. We don't care about that. It'll just make the bracelet that much more interesting. So let's do our turtle on here. Just hanging in from a jump ring. Put him on. Let's put another silver spacer. And then let's do some of these clear beads. Do 3.
We did.
Sorry, got interrupted for a second. My husband's just getting ready to leave soon, so he wanted to tell me something about hummus. I don't know. Anyway. So let's put our wire guardian on, and this one we're going to actually fasten to our clasp. Excuse me, I'm so sorry, with a jump ring. Oh, what am I doing? Oh my goodness, you guys. You know what? I don't think we have room for all of that to do our stuff that we need to do. And now I got a tickle in my throat from sneezing. I'm so sorry, guys. Our seasonal allergies have been so bad around here. Oh my gosh. Hey guys, I'm sorry about all the interruptions. I get the feeling my husband wanted to maybe just talk to me a little bit before he left. So I just went ahead and paused where we were and decided I'd pick up later after he left, and he just left. So can't be mad at him for him wanting to spend a little time with me before he left. So, I mean, he's only gonna be gone for a few hours, hanging out over, you know, with his guy buddies and watching the game and everything. So, but he just wanted to see me, which I can't get mad about that. It's very sweet of him. So let me finish trimming that off. And I just figured it'd be better instead of him popping in here, like, and I don't know if he realized that I was recording. Usually I say something about it before I leave the room, like, hey, I'm gonna go record or whatever. But I think I just kind of disappeared. And he can't tell what I'm doing in here unless I'm talking. And you know, he only came in here one time when I was talking, but then I think the second time I wasn't saying anything, so he thought I was done or something. I don't know. But anyway, so we're back. So we're on our first bracelet of Under the Sea. And here we go. Here's our first one for Under the Sea. And I think it turned out really cute with a little turtle hanging right there. That's adorable. All right, let's put him aside. And since I've had you guys paused for so long, I'm just gonna clean up my mess real quick while we're just sitting here and talking. Make it real easy. And we're just gonna skip right along to the next one. All right, so let's do this one. This one we also have a toggle, and we have a lot of the brown marble or glass beads, and they had all these other little blue ones. They were in like a little designer mix, so I thought let's use all these little blue ones with this brown because that would look really pretty. So I'm going to grab my bead stringing wire here, and whoop, let's pull some of this off and cut it. And just like the last one, I think we'll start right in the middle. Okay. All right, so let's put some of these brown ones on. How about we do 3 of them? And then looks like we have 4 like that, 3 like that. Okay. All right, so let's do this blue one. Let's do a spacer. Let's do a couple more brown. And let's do one of these blue ones and a spacer. Let's go on this side and do the same thing over here. Oops. And one of these and a spacer. These little single strand ones like this, they go by pretty fast. They seem to, you can beat them really well and they just go really fast. Well, let's do this and then let's do 2 more. And then let's do the spacer and 2 more. Okay, and let's see where we're at with this bracelet. All right, I think we're ready to put our little clasp on. So let's see, we didn't use any of those. We do have this guy though. So let's do, you know what, actually, let's take this brown off. I like to do these blue cubes. Okay. Then let's put this directly on our one end of our toggle. Oh, use Wire Guardian. There we go. Oh, I almost did it. I get so like in the groove of just putting them on and just doing it that I sometimes forget what I want to do. All right. And we can crimp this little guy down. There we go. And we can just slide this extra part of our strand in through those beads. Just like that. And let's just double check it. Yeah, we should be good. The only thing is I do want to put this little guy on here. So let's open up this jump ring. Put him on. And let's just do one of these little beads. That, and then we can bead this right on here. Oh yeah, I'm doing this right. Oh my goodness, you guys. I'm like, wait, I'm doing it wrong. No, I'm not. Okay. Okay, so that went right through our Wire Guardian. And we can put our other end of our toggle on. Let's run this wire through a few beads. Get in there. I'm gonna run it through past our jump ring and just probably through this little square one, this little cube. All right, let's make sure it's not too tight. And then we can go ahead and crimp this one down. And trim off our extra. There we go. And let's put it together. And there's another little bracelet from Under the Sea. I like this one a lot. I love the brown with that little bit of splash of blue there. I think it's perfect. All right, let's put some of this stuff away. So this one's gonna be actually pretty condensed. We may be able to, whatever we don't need from this one may end up being able to squeeze in with another one of the boxes. But I'm gonna take out all my onesies. Got 4 of them. And we're gonna put those in my bead soup. And there they go. All right, let's go right in and jump right in and start this one. So we have 3 charms that we're gonna put on this one. And then we're gonna just put them in kind of randomly. And we're going to do a memory wire bracelet. And we want to cut some of this off. So let's see, where is the beginning? All right, so let's do like 3, be like 1 full one and 2 halves is like what it's going to be. So let me cut this off with my memory wire cutters. When you're using memory wire and you're cutting it, make sure you use these kind of cutters. They're only about $10 and you can get them pretty much anywhere. Any of those little crafty places or online. You can get them online too. All right, so first thing I want to do, let's go ahead and put all of our little sea friends on jump rings real quick. Go. I think after I'm done doing this video, I'm gonna shower up and put some PJs on and maybe see if there's a good movie on that I can watch. Tomorrow after church, I'll do more videos and try to get more stuff up and ready to go for the week, because I still have Monday that I can do other things. Well, and we just made plans too to go over to my sister-in-law and brother-in-law's house tomorrow around 4 o'clock to go play games. We haven't been over there in so long, and I haven't seen my nephew Harry in quite a while. It's been such a busy summer. All right, so let's start the one end and go ahead and roll that back so that we don't have beads falling off. Let me just fix it real quick with my flat nose pliers. There we go. All right, and we can start beading. So let's put, we'll need a couple of these little peanuts on. Let's see, how many of these do I have? I know I don't have very many. These were part of one of the little mixes they did too, and I thought it'd be cool to bring in some of this dark blue that I had in that mix, and along with the aqua crackle glass, and I thought it'd be pretty. We're going to use some of our silver spacers here, and then let's go into this pretty clear crackle glass. Maybe. There it is. Let's do 3 of those. And a silver spacer. And let's do these little blue stripy beads. Let's put one of our little sea creatures on. And let's maybe do some more of the clear, like 3 of them. And then let's do another metal spacer. And let's do some of these blue ones, these big, beautiful turquoise ones. Making memory wire bracelets are always so much fun. Let's do 4 of those. There we go. And then let's do another metal spacer. We'll do 3 clear. Let's pick a couple of these little blue ones. So let's do this blue, this one, and this one. Some random blue ones. Oh my goodness. We'll do a little bit more and then I will go ahead and pause it and we can do, I can do some off, off the air, and we can come back and do more together when I get closer to the end. Just put these 3 on. Another little metal spacer. And I'll be right back. Okay, I got us to the end and I did hang our charms on there throughout. And we're going to go ahead and cut just a tiny little bit of this off and roll that back. Just making sure it's all down. And then just roll it on back. There we go. All right, and we won't hang any dangles off the little loops this time, but we do have all of our cute little charms on it. And I think this bracelet turned out really cute too. So let me just scoot this stuff aside for a second. And we bring out the ones that we did from Under the Sea. We have some really cute bracelets. All right, move those off to the side. So we're 6 in, and we are going to go ahead and put this stuff away together. And it looks like we might be able to condense some things and probably fit this, or maybe I'll do some rearranging off camera, but I might be able to get everything into maybe 1 box instead of into 3. So we're just gonna stick these in here, and I will put this one aside, and if we need anything from it, we can grab it. So again, this one was Under the Sea. And I'll just set them down. All right, and I'll be right back and I'll get everything set up for the next one. Okay, now we have Regal Royal here, which was the latest box. I did, however, okay, so all of this was in Regal Royal except for these big aqua ones, but because these purple beads have aqua in them, I wanted to team those up along with the other little blue ones that came in the Regal Royal. I did put some little teeny tiny little ones that I had left over from Under the Sea. So I got some like this from Under the Sea and some like that from Under the Sea. So we did borrow from that box for this. And then we have this really pretty one that we're going to do from Regal Royal, the lavender color and the pink crackle. We're going to team it up with a rose toggle. This one's going to be done in memory wire, sorry. I have some silver memory wire here that we're going to use. And then this one, excuse me, I pulled this royal blue and also the gemstone that was in there, and I don't remember what the gemstone is, unfortunately. It didn't list it. I pulled from my stash some of the little wavy spacers. I pulled these deep blue ones from Under the Sea, and we have a heart toggle that we're going to use. All right, well, since we haven't done anything with antique bronze yet, let's do that one first. We dump that out. We've got our antique bronze here. We need to get our crimp tubes. Need 2 of those. Grab a couple of the wire guardians. There's 1 and there's 2. All right. So let's create this bracelet first. Get some beading wire off here. You know, we created 9 bracelets, 3 of which will be memory wire, and I still have some left over. But I will show you when we get to the end what we end up left over. We'll condense, I already condensed 2 of them down to 1, so we'll try to condense the last one down to the other one. And then, so I had 3 containers, and we're trying to get it down to 1. So we'll see how that works. All right, so first things first, I want to go ahead and grab this part of my toggle, and because I think we're going to work like asymmetrical looking, somewhat asymmetrical, more like maybe like a color blocking type situation. I think that's how it's going to work out. I'm not really sure, honestly. Your guess is as good as mine. All right, so let's go ahead and put this on. It's intimidating to design in the moment, but it's also very fun to design in the moment. I mean, all I did for like prep is pull together the colors I like together. Other than that, we're winging it, guys. We are winging it. Oh, I think I've tried to do that so many times today. And I'm sure there's some of you out there saying, wait, put your toggle on, put your toggle on. So we had bought a rotisserie chicken from Costco last week, and we decided that we wanted to use it. We like to make chicken burrito bowls, and it's kind of more like an emptier pantry situation is what it is. But I always keep like canned corn, canned black beans, salsa, all that kind of stuff. And I have a ton of seasonings. So it was really easy to make that. Plus I always have rice in my pantry. So I decided to make that. So I pulled a bunch of chicken off the rotisserie chicken, enough to make a big meal, and made a lot of rice, because that's one thing that even if we have leftover rice, the boys will eat it with just butter and soy sauce on it, and they're like thrilled with that. So I did that. And then as soon as dinner was over, I had taken that what was left of rotisserie chicken, pulled off more meat, put it aside, threw the bones in my big kettle, put it on the stove, seasoned it really good, and made some broth. Well, I stuck all the rotisserie chicken parts in a big bowl with a lid, and for me to finish picking off all the chicken once it cooled off. And I ended up with, let's see, about 12 cups of chicken broth. So I ended up putting all that aside because I'm like, I'm gonna make chicken and rice soup this weekend. So today I made the chicken and rice soup, and it turned out so good. It was so tasty, and I was super happy that I made that decision to do that. How many of you guys do stuff like that, that you see the opportunity to take something that you bought for one meal and turn it into two? I mean, what are your best ways to cut grocery costs? I'm curious because I like to know how to save more money with feeding my family. And I know there's probably a lot of you who feed more than just yourself. Or if it is just yourself, what do you do to like maybe prepare for the week? Or do you just kind of, like I do my jewelry, do you just kind of wing it? Inquiring minds would like to know. So just, leave me a note in the comments and let me know what you guys do to save money on something that's already so pricey, like groceries. All right, so here's part of it. So that's a good 1/2 of our bracelet. Let's go ahead and put on some of these big beads. I love this like royal blue color. It is such a rich color. So pretty. So I think what we'll do is we'll do like 3 of these, do a couple of these spacers back to back. The wavy spacers. So most of the time I get them on Temu. I used to get them all the time from Wendy when she had her little online store. I bought all my wavy spacers from her. I bought all my Coriana chain from her. And of course we don't have that online store anymore, so I had to find other resources. And the best wavy spacers I found, other than every now and then other retailers will carry them, but Temu has been the best for me to be able to find them. I just measured that and I forgot. Let's see where we're at. Okay, so what we're going to do is we'll do a couple more of these. So I can actually leave the link for the wavy spacers that I've been buying. They usually have them in gold and silver. Every now and then you can find them in antique bronze. For some reason, the antique bronze is a hard one to find. I don't know why that is, but it is. One more of these. And I think we might be good. Yep, I think we're good. All right, so we can push those aside. Just stick them up in here for now. And let's go ahead and get our crimp bead on. Let's put on our wire guardian. And again, if you're curious about getting Curated Bead Box, the link is in my description. And I do have a promo code in there too. It's Wendy35. So if you were wanting to sign up for it and give it a try, the first month you get 35% off. So your first month of the subscription ends up being roughly around $13, which is a great let's try it deal, right? To see how you like it. And then each time after that, when it comes to your house, it's only $20. So again, I'm getting a lot of really cute things out of here. I've had a lot of like, and of course, like when I do the unboxing, I make something big with it right away. Like usually, I'll usually do a memory wire bracelet or a necklace. I try to utilize as much as I can from my unboxing, like right away. All right, so here is our really super adorable royal, I don't know why that's not sitting right. It's okay, it's fine. Here's our really cute bracelet. So it has all that royal blue and the white and that antique copper or antique bronze. I think that looks really nice. All right, so we can do this one too real quick. We have some silver spacers. that are from my stash. I don't know where they came from. I don't remember. It's been a while. I think I've had them for quite a while. But they all have a little flower pattern on them. And I figured since this reminds me of like flowers, I want to kind of keep with that flower theme here. So let's grab some silver bead stringing wire. And we're just gonna do a little rough measurement here. And cut that off. All right, let's just push that aside. And I think we'll start from the middle. So let's do 3 of this purple. But let's do one of these little silver spacers in between each one. Just kind of make it easier for it to bend. The larger the beads, like they kind of get stuck, like not stuck together, but it's harder for them to bend neatly. So I like to try to, if I can remember to do that, but I don't remember half the time. All right, so then let's use one of these really pretty flowery spacers here. And let's do some more of the purple. This purple is just so pretty. And we'll do 3 of those. Yeah. Okay. I think I kind of want to do the spacers between all of them. So like if I do this, and then maybe we do these on the rest of them. Okay, and then maybe let's do the little ball ones right here. I only have one little ball spacer left, so let's do that. And let's do these pink crackle ones. And we'll just do a couple of those in a row because I only have 5 and I like to keep my numbers even when I'm doing it this way. If I was doing asymmetrical, I wouldn't care and I would just put it on however. Okay. So put all those aside. And then let's do our little flower spacer. Do a couple more purple. Let's do a quick wrist measurement and see if I need to pull anything else out. Oh, I think we might maybe need one more. Well, let's try it. Let's do our spacer. And our bead, and our spacer, and our bead. And now let's try it. I think that's actually going to be good. So maybe we'll do, the little spacers at the end too. I think that should be okay. Let's see. Yeah, that should be fine. All right, so now I do have here a couple silver crib tubes and a couple wire guardians. So let's go ahead and string this up. And just like before, we're gonna put our toggle right on our little, oh my goodness, on our strand here with the wire guardian. Okay, this toggle has the little loop underneath. I kind of like those. And there we go. right, got those strung through there. Oh yeah, that's cute. This is really cute. Look how pretty that is, you guys. All right, now we'll put this toggle on. Oops, before I do that, would that one not fit in there? It should. Can I make it fit? Cannot make it fit. All right, no biggie. So we're just gonna not do the wire guardian. You can't see it on the other side anyway, so no big deal. Let's just go ahead and put our strand through that crimp tube and a couple beads. Right about here is good. And let's just pull that down. There we go. And then we can crimp that. And there we are. Yep, they're good. Trim that wire off. And look at that. There's another one done. That turned out really pretty. I like that with the little rose toggle. That turned out really cute. All right, guys, I'm gonna pause this for a second, get this kind of cleaned up and get this ready. And okay, guys, I have about the same amount that I've been using, except for I have one extra little guy here. So this is when we're gonna do the purple and turquoise together. So let's go ahead and just start our little loop here. There we go. And we can fix that loop. I always get a little weird with my loops for some reason when it comes to these. All right, and let's do purple here. I just want to do a bunch of purple. Okay. I think we should do like a whole loop of purple. Let's just do that. And again, I do have some more beads on standby in case we need them. And we can trim some of this back if we don't want to use all of it. It's not even a problem. We can do that, no problem. All right, so we're about halfway through. Let's put on one of these and do some more purple. I like how these purple have the little blue speckles in it. I think that is so cool. And it looks nice with it. It looks really, really nice. All right, so we're gonna do a couple more of these purple ones to get to kind of overlap. Just a little bit, like that. And then let's do one of these silver ones. And then next, we got a bunch of these little tiny ones. Let's just pull all these aside. I want to see all these. We got a lot of them. All right, so it looks like we have like the lighter aqua that are more like a round shape. So let's grab those and let's do, I don't know, let's do 5 of those. And then let's do some of these barrels. Actually, let's do another one of these flowers because we do have quite a few of them. And then let's do some barrels. We'll do 5 of the barrels. And then let's do another flower. Let's do 5 more of these little light ones. And then let's do another flower. I don't have any more of those blue like that from the other box. I don't, I have green. Okay, just wanted to make sure. Just wanted to make sure. All right, so we got that. And then let's do, how many of these rondelle ones do we have? Those are all round. We have 4 barrels. All right, so let's do 5 of the rondelles. Actually, let's do 2 of the rondelles, a barrel, 2 of the rondelles, and a flower. And then let's do 5 of these. And then a flower. And let's see where we're at. Okay, so let's do, how about we do 2 rondelles? So let's do a rondelle. Let's do the 3, the barrel. Let's do the 3 of those. And the barrel and a flower. Okay, and then our last one, we have 5 of these big chunky ones. So let's maybe do, let's kind of bring it all together. Let's do a purple. Let's do one of these little blue ones. And a purple. Let's do this big, beautiful blue crackle. Let's do 2 of those. A silver. 2 more blue crackle. Purple. One of these little blue guys. Purple. And then our flower. And then we will maybe just do one last bead right here. Let's not do that one. Let's do one more purple right here. Okay, now I'm going to just snip off a little bit of that. This one went on pretty quickly. So let's just snip that off. All right. And round nose pliers. Oops, I need to actually snip off just a little bit more. There we go. Whoops. Going wild here. Oh, and I don't know if I mentioned, but you do get a findings pack in every single curated bead box. So you get ways to string your bracelet. So you get memory wire, you get bead string and wire, you get head pins, eye pins sometimes, you get ear wires, stretch cord, jump rings, like just a bunch of stuff. All right, so now I do want to hang 2 dangles. So we will do this flower with this blue one. Try to use a couple of our onesies up. Yeah, just like that. It's perfect. So let's do a wire wrap loop. And we're going to put it directly onto our bracelet on the little hole here. Just like this. Right on there. Let's use our bent nose pliers. And then our chain nose pliers. And just, they have some really tough head pins that I can appreciate. They're really good quality. Honestly, you guys, their jump rings are so good. So good. I love their jump rings. Like, they're nice and sturdy. They seem to like close really nice. I don't know who their supplier is, but they're good. They're really good. All right, so then on this side, let's do one of these little blue ones. Let's use the little spacer. Let's do one of these barrels. And the spacer. And that. Okay, same thing with this one. Oh, I hear somebody going back for seconds of the leftover soup. So I'm getting ready to do, we have a bunch of like gluten-free frozen sheets, lasagna sheets. We have them because my husband used them to make crab ragoons for me, and that way Xander could eat them too. So we have a ton of them in the freezer, because when you buy them like that from Gordon's, you buy a big box, right? So I'm getting ready to, in a couple weeks, I'm going to pull those out, get them all thawed, get some disposable metal like sheet pans, like the 9x13 cake pans, and make a bunch of lasagnas and freeze them so we can have lasagna ready to go this winter. And I don't freeze them cooked. I freeze them raw. Well, not raw, but you know, the meat's cooked, but you know what I'm trying to say. Like, I make them to put them in the oven to cook. And then you can always add extra cheese too if you want to, or whatever. But I do that every now and then, and it's great. And you know, if you're gonna make one lasagna, you might as well make like 6, right? Because I mean, it's yeah. Or you can even cook them all and then wrap them up and put them in that freezer safe container, and you can have it ready to go. All right, so let me pause this. I'm gonna clean this up. We're gonna take a look at everything we made, and then I'm gonna go ahead and get the beads out. We're gonna talk about condensing it, and we'll be done, you guys. Okay, I'll be right back. Guys, here's all 9 of the bracelets we made. And so we have 3 from each box. So we have 3 from the Regal Royal box. We have 3 from Under the Sea, and they all are very different from each other. Then we have 3 from my my garden. So it's, oh, my summer garden, sorry. So look at how different, like this is one box, this is one box, this is one box, and they're all so different from each other. That's the kind of variety you get in this bead box, and it just made it so much fun to go through my leftovers. And I'm telling you, if you guys haven't done that yet, after the first one I did like a few weeks back, or a week back, or whatever it was, do it, because it is so much fun, and you're gonna get so many cute bracelets out of it, especially those of you who are getting ready to do craft shows. You know what? Go through those boxes and just see what you have with like all your leftovers, and you can create some really beautiful pieces. All right, so I'm going to clear these off to the side real quick, and then I am going to show you. So we had I had my boxes, one in each, because that's what you do. Oops. So I already put in this one Regal Royal and Under the Sea. So I have Under the Sea at the top here, and Regal Royal is down here. So now I want to see if I can put my summer garden in here. And you can, I mean, I'm going to condense it some, so I can keep like all like maybe the little metal pieces together if there's any more left. I'm trying to see if this spoon will help me dig this stuff out because some of these beads are so little. We got a ton of these light yellow peanut beads, which I know that when I come across the project that I need these for, I'm gonna have so many of them and it's gonna make me really happy. Okay, that spoon doesn't quite fit in there all the way. All right, but so you see what I'm gonna be doing here. All right, guys, I'm not gonna keep you for this because this part is probably really boring, but I just wanted to show you that I was trying to condense it all down to one and make room for new boxes that are gonna be coming in so I don't have an overwhelming pile of bead boxes. All right, you guys, I had a lot of fun doing these bracelets with you today and going through my leftovers. I hope you guys got something from this video, and if you end up doing this, you know, tell me what you did. You know, leave me some comments or send me an email, show me some pictures, things that you made from your leftovers. All right, guys, much love to you all, and I'll see you soon. Bye.